Okay, everybody. This is going to be a quick video about, it just came up for me. It's something I've been battling for a while. I have trigger finger in both of my hands. It's on my birdie finger on each side. And so when I would close my hands, like this one still kind of locks up. This one's pretty good now. But I had it for about a year and a half. See right there, lock. Anyway, what I've been doing, because I'm not a fan of surgery, is looking for alternative ways to fix it. And I looked on Google. There's nothing. There's basically, or I even looked on YouTube, and there's nothing on YouTube either. So this is what I've come up with using my mind. Basically, what happens is you have these nodules here. And I think there's like some uric acid or some calcification that happens. My mom has rheumatoid arthritis, so I could just be getting that. But I think like rheumatoid arthritis is literally just inflammation and calcification and like uric acid in the joints. So if you don't use it, you lose it, right? So what happened is the worse it got, the less I was using my hands. So like I wouldn't pick things up, I wouldn't grip. And so I'm like, okay, that's not good. So initially what I started doing is my partner gave me this guishi tool or whatever to use on from my surgery, because I have like scar tissue here I have to break up. But I'm like, well, I can use this on my hand too. So I actually started, like I'll just run, I'm not going hard, I'm just starting to break up the calcification of the uric acid. And you can actually hear it kind of crunching in there, which is gross, but, and it's kind of like, it'll happen around the joints too. And if you have like a lot of uric acid, you're gonna start to notice that you can hear it crunching. You can also do this on your feet, because like we have like, calcium deposits on the soles of our feet, and you'll just hear those crunch. It's actually very rewarding. So what I started doing is kind of massaging here, and I break these things up. And I'm not doing it a lot. Like I used to go like insane, over excessive, and then my whole finger would swell up because I was doing damage, because I'm just an Aries that way. But yeah, I'm just kind of lightly running this along the nodules. And the interesting thing is, it's not this nodule here, it was this here that was like in my hand that was actually catching. Now, it also could be like carpal tunnel, like early stage carpal tunnel. But anyway, I started doing that, and that got like a lot of my mobility back. And then after I do that, I picked up one of these off of like Amazon, like a grip strength thing. And like, I literally couldn't do this. I couldn't squeeze like that probably 2 weeks ago. So that's been very helpful. Yeah. And then the other tool, like this, like a little Amazon, it's like $10 on Amazon, some Fit Beast bullshit, but same thing, like just getting your grip strength back. I mean, because I lift a lot, and like there's nothing worse than like lifting a weight and then having your hand lock on it, and you have to, if both hands are full, you're screwed. But like having to like pry your finger open to like let go of a weight it's so obnoxious. So anyway, like I couldn't do this probably a month ago. I couldn't do this probably a month ago. So I'm getting like, I'm probably 90% back on range of motion. Like this is amazing that I can do this and it doesn't snap. It's like, so you can still see that, you can hear it pops. It pops right there, catches. But I'll work on this one next and get it rocking. But I looked up, I scoured the internet. There's nobody that's giving you like non-surgical, and they give you some like, exercises to do, but they're not, there's one where like you pull this back, and I'm like, okay, that's probably good too, like do some stretching. But I think ultimately it's just, if you lose it, you use it, or if you don't use it, you're gonna lose it, like kind of the old is it Ikigai or something? Anyway, there's a book that talks about that, like old people in like Japan live to be like 100 million years old because they just keep working and they enjoy what they're doing. The other thing that I also noticed is I looked like from an energetic standpoint of like what do the hands represent, and what does like losing mobility in your hands represent from like a healing standpoint. And the big thing that came up was like over control or trying to control situations. And I was like in a situation that I was trying to control, and then the situation was also controlling me. So like I couldn't outwardly give love freely because that was like that didn't work for them, and so that would block my giving hand, and then my ability to receive love, that was also like being blocked. And so it's interesting because like I'm giving pretty freely, but I'm not receiving still, and that's energetically like still kind of this one's blocked and this one's okay. So I would really look at that too, like from like I think like I think the hands rule like shame as well, toxic shame, and so I would look at that like your hands and like your solar plexus. So anyway, hopefully this is helpful. This is random. This is how these things are going to be. I just am solving random things all the time. Anyway, thanks.